Okay. So we are back at the utility types. Oh, interesting. It definitely does not show up. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay. Right, so I need no, I want default. Huh. Okay. Oh, interesting. And then return. Oh, can I just do type of? Serialized user is a number. Oh, I just haven't. Okay, so I need to figure out how to. Okay. Hmm. Right, so this is part of an authenticator. Or I guess I can say, can I do that? Can I do... Hmm. Initialize, authenticate, authorize options. Hmm. Oh, the authenticator has 4. Okay. So that one's... How do I know? Oh, this has function overloads. A variety of argument counts and types, for example. In TypeScript, we can specify function overload signatures followed by the body of the function. Expected one argument got 0. Okay. Okay. Incoming message. I don't see. is so itchy. Okay, what is this? So how do I specify which one? Oh, how you get itches? There must be something, an evolutionary thing, where you get itches exactly where you can't reach. Like, why would you ever get that? Or why would your body be itchy in places you can't reach? Okay, so authenticator. So this is a static authenticator.
I just wanna beat that drum to death.
Maybe I don't do this. User. Oh, what if I do this? And then this. Target signature. The expected type comes from property. Okay, so this takes an ID. Okay, not all constituents of type are callable. So do I need to type guard or That's not true.
Sunny days, it's such a pretty place. I see your smiling face. Woke up and now I think I'm dreaming. My friends, so sweet and innocent. The story never ends. Woke up and now I think I'm dreaming. Sunny days,
I mean, maybe this is true.
I see your smiling face. Woke up and now I think I'm dreaming. My friends, so sweet and innocent. The story never ends. Woke up and now I think I'm dreaming.
TS2322.
My friends, so sweet and innocent. The story never ends. Woke up and now I think I'm dreaming.
Okay, so let's try this. This is definitely a function. Okay. Hmm. No. Maybe I just need to read this. Like I don't though. Okay, if I read this, what does it actually say? Type. Are there better ways? Right. Oh, that's so much better. Wait a minute. Function add. You have two numbers. Oh, that's a string, I see. That's such a weird thing. Okay. type user string done is one of these three or two. Ooh. Gonna happen. Hmm. In your case, you said that this type was the only thing assignable. That is not the problem. The problem, I think, is yeah, like this is not picking up. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's not this signature. It's not this signature. Like in my head, this first one should match. So the done call. Oh, is it this? Is it that I'm returning? Okay, now we're at. Where's it getting that request params dictionary? Oh, no. I don't know which function.
Game time, I put my game face on. I already got my pregame on. I just wanna get a good thing going. And it was all going good based on.
Why can't I infer this?
Could have just gone to the back room. But if we're gonna get sticky icky from a little quickie, then we might as well take it back to my room. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to high. And I was just trying to be
Hmm.
and I was singing. I just wanna get a good thing going. Game time, I put my game face on. I already got my pregame on. I just wanna get a good thing going. And it was all going good based on you staring at me, staring at you. And I know what you're trying to do. Start a tab, we can start a home mood. Have a tab, we can be a home mood. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to be high. And I was just trying to high. And I was just trying to be I just wanna get a good thing going. I just wanna get a good thing going.
How do you do what you do when you do what you do? How do you do what you do when you do what you do?
Hmm.
How do you do what you do when you do what you
Okay, so what is this? So done. So is that FN the actual? Hmm. So I have to. Further constrain done, but I don't have any hook into doing that. I don't even know where that comes from. Oh, the request. Right, because this has overloads. And one of the overloads is this guy. No, this guy. I don't know, man. That looks. Oh, here. Params dictionary. Request body. Okay, so I need to figure out. Oh, um, expected 2 or more. So then what's the point of this? What is the point of this? Okay, I think the problem is how I am specifying these types. I don't think I can do what I'm doing here. Like What if I just manually specify it? I guess I don't need that outside bit. So it's a user, done, which itself is a function. Okay. And that works. Passport, how is it? I've heard a thing or two. I've only ever used Firebase Clerk. Next off, I'm better off. It's fine, I guess. One of the issues I'm having right now is they've got these serializers, and this is a me issue, most likely. Because I feel like I gave up quickly on looking up documentation on this, but there's overloads on these functions, really odd overloads, and I'm just messing. I'm doing like everything I can for TypeScript. So here, for instance, deserialize has the same thing. There's one function signature, which is a generic, so you pass the ID. You have this function that takes an ID and a done callback. So that's kind of the straightforward one. But then there's these like other overloads, and there's just, you know, what I know about TypeScript and what I need to know about TypeScript in order to solve this problem. So this one, kind of the same deal. So it's a function, except here there's a request as the first parameter, and then this overload has something else. Right, so, and they call them private implementations, which I suppose is true, but like they're not private because I can access them, and moreover, the type system can access them. So I've got the same problem with serialize user. So here, it's the one I want to use, and it's a generic, and I need to figure that part out. But I've got these functions, serialize user, deserialize user. I don't want any, I've got strict mode on, and then I'm using satisfies right now, just to see if I can make it work. And I'm trying to do like the literal expression of what I need to do here. And that kind of seems like it's working. This is just an empty interface, so that won't work. But like I can do something like that. And then this works, right? So I feel like that's what I want to do. The problem with type of is when I pull that function signature, I'm pulling all the overloads too. And I don't know how to constrain the signature to the one I want to use. I feel like I'm almost at the right way to articulate the problem. So I think where I'm at now is I want to do like, let's see if I can grok it. If I am in TypeScript, I want to to use, oh, my monitor. Just turned off. How did I fix this before? Oh, I may have just fixed it. I did. That was weird. So anyways, that's the issue I am stuck with, is my own ignorance. And I want to use function type that is overloaded. How do I constrain the type of expression? Get the signature I want to use. I don't know if that's a good question. We'll see. Oh, get overload. What's that? Oh, the infer keyword. I don't think it's possible. The evidence leans towards, what does that say? Research suggests you can use conditional types to extract the desired signature. If you're working with an overloaded function in TypeScript, what does it mean using conditional types? Maybe I needed to say like, and I want to reference. How do I produce? Maybe that, maybe type of is the wrong wording. But Passport, like, generally is good. I've had no issues other than this. It kind of just works. There was, so this is an interesting function. Like, there's some things you can, I hadn't found an article for this, but like, here's how I've set it up. So I'm using Google OAuth 2 and JWT for the cookie. So 2 routes, and I created like a parallel to one of the methods that Passport provides. So here, and I'm using the state to produce a redirect, but here, pulling up the state, calling a function to serialize the JWT into the response, so effectively creating a cookie. That's the serializer here. So the from request grabs the JWT from the signed cookies. It pushes it into the. I'm not doing anything right now in terms of the user, but like you would pull the user, sign the token with a secret, put it into an HTTP only cookie, and then it's available. The handlers for Passport, you just need to register a serialize and deserialize for the user. Oh, I put user ID here. That's interesting. Does this one take? Oh, this one can take it too. It's gonna be string anyways, but. Okay, and then you pass it strategies. I made like a registry just because you have to pass these names. And then I have to create this closure for some reason. I think it was because, and anyways, I'm dealing with this right now. Why did I need that closure over those? There was a reason for that. Oh yeah, because these produce these like middlewares, and in one of the middlewares, this Google one, oh here, right? So this handler has to get the state. So effectively, all these handlers need a way to inject parameters. And then I use that here to actually invoke the authentication, which is this. Oh, and here I also needed to call session false because I don't want to use express sessions. I want to use these stateless JWT tokens. So anyways, that's that. And now I'm back to this guy. I've explained that to distract myself, but I haven't actually done anything useful here. Maybe this is saying. Okay, what is it saying? Function overloading. Function overloading in TypeScript allows defining multiple function signatures with the same name but different parameters. Yes, or different numbers of parameters, which is the issue I have. Directly extract individual. Okay, so here we go. Upon analysis, it becomes clear that the type of an overloaded function, when inspected via type of, resolves to the implementation signature. Any. Okay, so it goes as generic as it can. However, for type checking during function calls, the compiler considers all overload signatures. This duality poses a challenge. There is no direct way to access individual overload signatures from the function's type system. as TypeScript does not expose them as separate entities for type manipulation. Right, like I would be looking for like overload 1, 2, and 3 or something like that, like a utility type. I don't know, but maybe. Strategies for referencing specific overload signatures. Given this limitation, they can employ several strategies. Manually define a type alias. Okay. Okay, maybe that's what I need to do. I mean, isn't that what I'm doing here? That's what I'm doing here. Oh, I will be back. Okay, that was longer than expected. Okay. Right, that's another thing is the first parameter is function. So the property serialize user, like, I guess that's true, eh? Because where do I use it again? Here. So this actually takes a function. Oh, is that what it is? Is it that I need to do... Oh. Hello. I wonder if I can make that do something else. Oh, is this not... Okay, so that isn't what I want. But is that what I want? No. Like, this is literally what I want. So serialize, oh, it's one of those 4 things. See, how do I get the overload? I guess, is this telling me I just can't? Okay. What am I doing? Yeah, that's a great question. Sorry I missed that, by the way. I'm writing code, but I'm in the weeds. I'm in the weeds with a thing. It's one of those like, you should not be doing this. And yet. And this person also seemed to be doing the same thing. Right, this is my... I am using TypeScript with Node, yes. Yes, a web app. But right now I'm having a particular issue which is like so convoluted. It's overloaded method signatures and I'm trying to pick one of them. And what's happening is because it doesn't know which of the many overloaded methods to use, it's choosing all of them. And then this question seems to have potentially an answer. So when inferring from a type with multiple call signatures, such as the type of an overloaded function, inferences are made from the last signature, which presumably is the most permissive catch. Okay, so that's really interesting, because if we go into this, the last one is actually the worst one to use. This is the backwards compatible private implementation function. So, and then it goes to deserialize. So serialize user is the last function. So like this one, and I don't know if there's any that are generic, but in any event, it is not possible to perform overload resolution based on a list of argument types. Why does that not show up? Did you just say let's go? And why? I'm gonna write your message. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What is broke? Oh, weird. So why am I missing some messages? I don't even see no idea in the like chat. That's so random. Yeah, I only see you in multi-stream. Let me see. Let me see why that's the case. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. We're going to get this working. Stream. Okay, so it says I should be able to just... Oh yeah, maybe this is like completely different. Oh no, it's not. Okay. I feel like it just doesn't work. What about always show? No. Hide delay, disable message, no. Show platform icons. Show all the badges, let's do that. Oh, hide common chatbots may have been one of the issues. Okay. Oh, you were there for just like 1 second. I just refreshed. Oh, but you're on Twitch. So you should be good. Write something else if you can, please and thank you. And it should just show up. Provided I don't do anything else. So I can see those. Yeah, so sorry. Zibidi, I can't see you and you're on Kick. And I feel like there's a problem with the Kick messages. I wonder, I'm gonna add another source. And we'll just see what happens. Okay, so I've got another one. Zibidi, if I'm saying that correctly, like type something. Yeah, it seems to be, because I can't see any messages from you. Okay, so I'll remove this guy. Yeah, no. And it's not even making a sound, which is unfortunate. So let me remove, oh, just this. And then I will try and add another source, which is like a browser source. And maybe this will work. So okay, there we go. Now try writing like 1, 2, 3 or any other interesting message. Okay, so I heard a sound, which is interesting. That's too interesting, maybe. So it's a little green being. Okay. Yeah, weird. So I don't see. So yeah, so that's showing up in both spots. And it's showing up in like the little widget that I have. So yeah, I think like maybe I can look that up. So I need to keep this because that looks like the problem I have. Kick chats. Okay, that's about. Easily in 2023. This is all AI, eh? What is it? What are the benefits of the chat box? It's a chat box. The benefits of a chat box is that it's a chat box. Like, select it. Never mind. See, I can hear the announcement, which means. Yeah, but I mean, like, honestly, I'm not going to be doing anything more interesting on stream. I haven't, I'm aware that what I'm doing is not at all interesting to watch, right? Like, if this were, if this were what I wanted to do, I would be changing what I'm doing. I feel like I don't know Turknet. It was hacked on the 14th of March, eh? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it was. But anyways, I gotta figure out a better way to stream. This isn't it. This isn't really for the public. This is for like me. But yeah, thanks. But I'm ending up doing something that is probably uninteresting for most people. Like looking up types, which is like a really odd situation to entertain others with. But so this is a lot of things, but this specifically is a. How do I explain this? I have these two functions, serialize user and deserialize user. They're pretty simple, right? So you get a user and you need to put it into a session. So you just get like the ID of it or something, right? So like what this will eventually be, there's another problem that I don't really want. Well, the problem is that an express user is just this interface. So like if I go to here and I look up express user, user is no longer there. Hold on. Here, express.user. It's just an empty interface. So it implies that it is TypeScript, but it implies that you need to like override or at least check on every property that you're using. So this doesn't work very well. This isn't any type because I haven't figured out how to do this part yet. But the problem I have is this guy has like more than one function signature, and I definitely don't want to use the one it's trying to use, which is the last one. And actually, I don't even know if it is using the last one, is it? Yeah, if that is the last one. User, yeah, so user extends express user, which is just an interface. And then the done function. But it's getting like hooked into this guy for some reason, which is, oh, and I think the reason is because these guys, oh, that's interesting actually. So these are the two functions that override. Am I using? No, I'm not using it. So anyways, there's another problem, which is the type, the generic that I'm using, like this. Actually, what would happen if I do this? Nothing. I'm still going into the same issue. Okay. Because it doesn't know how to figure out which type. This is crazy. Parameters always returns the last overloaded signature. So parameters of function, and function can be, function is type of foo. Okay, and foo is going to be, oh weird, why is it? Oh, this is the implementation. I see. So there were two signatures here. The last one was number, so it gives you number. There is no way to return a union of all parameters because it is unsound. Oh, he quotes it, so why am I going to it? It is not really possible to make this in a way that's both useful and sound. Consider a function like function. If parameter 0 returns string or number. would incorrectly succeed, blah blah blah. Notably, in the above GitHub thread. The case here, though, was infer over the entire parameter list, which in this case above would yield string string or number number. Okay, is there a way to... I don't know if there's a... Okay, what is this? Parameter type interface for overloaded functions as union type. Okay. The following method. Obtain the parameters. Type parameters t extends blah 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 blah. Could return a union type when used with overloaded methods. Examples. Interface emitter. Okay, and it's got a bunch of event types as the first parameter. Right, so this is the parameters. Emitter. Emit. 0. Right, and it's the last signature, so it's event name equals event 4. Wanted. The whole set. Yeah, this is not fun. And I feel like one way I could have solved this like 10 years ago is this. Right? Like I could just say this. And be done with it. Okay, so no errors. But I don't think. Oh, this is. Yeah, I need that. Okay. So there's now a dist function folder. Yeah. Okay. And what is it missing? Index.js. So cookie handler. Oh yeah, weird. No, that gives a handler. So is it just the star that I need here? Probably is. I have to go upstairs, but I imagine the problem here is this. Oh. Does that not exist? Does. Oh, I think I need node next. In my TS config, what do I have? Do you use it sometimes? The problem with that is I use that actually. This should be bundler, should it not? Okay. Must be set to node next. Okay, fine. I used AI before, but like AI is, there's a thing, I will explain my view on AI, but it's not good. Or it's not bad actually. It's just, it's good for a very specific purpose, which is if something's been done before, like the base models, there's a great Andre Karpathy video. I gotta go. But he talks about like the base model and he shows an example of like if you start the beginning of a Wikipedia page, it'll just continue it exactly. So it's really good at regurgitating things that have existed before. And the benefit of AI is just it's got everything that humanity's ever used. But I gotta go. I'll be on tomorrow morning my time, which for what it's worth. And I'll probably fix this off so that we don't have to keep looking at this stuff. But I'm close to something that will be interesting to look at. So anyways, thank you for joining. Talk to you later.